I have a little happy dance first because this is my first layout I get to make for Wild Whisper Designs using their new Out and About collection. I'm showing you a couple of the 3x4 cards that come in the card pack because I did some hand stitching and added some little details to 3 of the cards before I started my layout, and I wanted to show you that. I love these little loose strings that I left along the edges of some of the cards. I think they add some fun texture and a little bit of a different look. So these are the photos, the photo I'm going to do. I pulled some cork hearts from my stash. I have the gorgeous Spiegel Mom Scrap sequins and the stamps and those cards that I added some details to. And I pulled out some more stamps, all my Wild Whisper stamps all together, but I actually only end up using the Out and About collection ones. So that diagonal stripe paper is my favorite paper from the collection, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to use it as a background because I absolutely love it. And I decided that instead of hoarding it or anything like that, just going to use it. So I'm going to put a little bit of a doily here down just to break up a little bit and add some softness to these colors. So this is a very travel themed collection, but I am using it for a completely non-travel themed layout. We don't really travel too much, my family, so I probably so both my layouts that I'm going to do this month, neither one of them will necessarily be travel themed, but that's okay because then you get to see how versatile this kit is. So I'm just decided that I wanted to use this little card that says collect moments, not things, and that's what I used as the jumping off place to create the rest of my layout. I decided to cut this 3x4 card in half so that I could spread the colors through the whole layout. And I positioned my photo first because I really wanted it to be a third of the way in and a third of the way up. So I wanted you or I to hit that photo right away. And I also have the photo printed at black and white, which also helps it to contrast and pop away from all of the brighter colors. So I'm giving everything some ink with some vintage photo distress ink. I probably maybe could have used gray since I have the black accents, but I really wanted to use vintage photo because I wanted the warmness that that color provides, and I also think that it sets off that lovely like corally orange color. So I want to pull a little bit more black into my layout, so I'm just cutting these 2 tiny little strips from this black cardstock. And so what I did was I went ahead and I put them down above and below my photos, and then I decided that I really wanted to make them banners. Ha! So this is not the easiest way to make banners at all, guys. Not the easiest way. I highly recommend deciding you want banners before you glue the strips down. But we made it work. And now I want to do just a little bit of a cluster up at the top, something small just to add a little bit more interest to the page up there. So that kind of light orangey color is a branding strip. Wild Whisper Designs is one of those amazing companies that does fabulous branding strips on their pages, which I think is such a wonderful way to get so much more usage. Those little strips, they make such an impact on a page. And when the branding strips or the salvage strips are decorated or are decorated on a paper, I love that. That's like my favorite real estate on a piece of paper these days. I think it adds so much. So I'm going to pull some of that orange paper up. I'm sorry, my voice is a little bit out today. I'm not sure what's going on. It keeps getting like all cracky. Hopefully I'm not getting sick because ew. But I don't think I am. I don't feel like I'm getting sick. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my Tim Holtz stamp platform, which is my new favorite purchase, new favorite tool in the entire world. I used to really struggle with using stamps on layouts. I loved them, but I struggled with them. And now it's like easy peasy. I want to stamp on all my layouts. So I love it. Unfortunately, I busted a set of one of my magnets while I was doing this, but I think that must be something that just kind of happens over time with the stamp platforms. But yeah, that magnet just busted right in half. So I just want to put a little bit of circle detail. I have that circle detail over on that light pale card that I stitched, and so I want to add these little circle stamping details off to the other side. And I use a brayer with my stamp platform. You don't have to, but for me, I have a hard time pushing down with my hands, so it helps. I find to make it easier. So I went ahead and I grabbed another stamp from the Out and About stamp set, and I'm stamping down some of these circles. They mimic the pattern that's in that orange paper, and so I'm just stamping them using some black archival Ranger ink. I stamped on the card using Stays On black ink, so that because the cards have a little bit of a glossy top to them and I didn't want to smear the ink. And I know when you stamp on slick surfaces with the archival ink will takes like 20 minutes for it to dry, which, yeah, I can't do that. I'll smear it. So I'm just popping out some circle shapes, and I left the little white border. I thought it added something, just a little pop of something to the page, a little bit more detail. When I work with my Wild Whisper products, I really like to pull out some of the smaller details in the cards and in the papers and in the stamps because I think that they do have wonderful detail. So I've gone ahead and added my title, which is an acrylic piece that I purchased from Colorcast Designs, and it just says Dog Mom, and I thought that that would be the perfect title for this layout. And that kind of acts as my journaling too. I don't think that there needs to be any journaling added to this particular page because, you know, I'm just snuggling with my dog, my golden Molly, who I'm sure if you watch my channel a lot, you know, has made lots of photographic, lots of pages about her. I just lost my words. I'm so sorry, guys. All right, so I'm going to sprinkle these little circles all over the layout to kind of start up on my clusters that I want to make. And now I'm grabbing these Mammoth Cork Stars. I think they're called I Cork You from Spiegel Mom Scraps. So I know that there are lots and lots of cork shapes that Wild Whisper Designs has in their shop that is also from Spiegel Mom Scraps. I think they might have these, but I'm not sure. So check the links below and check out the cork shapes in their shops. I got these from Spiegel Mom Scraps because I am on the design team for that one as well. And it's easier on the shipping if I get some things from Spiegel Mom Scraps and some things from Wild Whisper. So I am spreading the cork hearts all over the layout. I love, love, love these cork hearts, and actually Spiegel Mom Scraps has discontinued all of her cork and felt shapes in her shop, which makes me super sad. But they're beautiful, so pretty. So I'm just going to go ahead and add them in, and now my last little detail is going to be some staples, and I also added some of those beautiful, beautiful sequins, and I sprinkled them around like enamel dots on my page. I hope you have enjoyed this video today, and I can't wait to show you the rest of the projects I created using this fabulous collection from Wild Whisper. I have some lovely close-ups for you here, and yes, check this collection out. It's so pretty, you guys, so pretty. It's so pretty. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.